Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So, my dear sir, today we are going to learn about bank reconciliation statement, which is a very important part in accounts language. You know, what I would like to suggest you should go through this subject in a deeply, but bank reconciliation statement is the most important thing. It is useful for the reconciliation of debtor as well creditor as well bank statement or the cash book. But before that, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Mohinder and I always construct video income tax, financial accounting, business laws, and investment insurance and other related contents about share market or GST. So let's come to the point and let's move further. Bank reconciliation statement is very important once you choose for the 11th class a commerce background, okay? Because in 11th class there is a very basic concept of bank reconciliation statement, and if you would like to become a chartered accountant in your future, you must go through the CA foundation course also. So in CA foundation course, there is a chapter of bank reconciliation statement. If you go through the accounting book, it is chapter 3 bank reconciliation statement. So you should concentrate, you must concentrate your minds on this chapter, so you will not be miss anything, right? First of all, let's understand the meaning of BRS. So in for bank reconciliation, we can use the term and that is VRS. You can say bank reconciliation, both the same thing. Okay. Bank reconciliation statement is prepared on a particular date. You focus on this word particular date to reconcile the bank statement or the cash statement. I mean cash book or passbook. Both the balances are being tallied. If does not tally, then there is some problem in your books of account and 90% of things will be totally wrong. What I would like to say that if you the bank reconciliation statement is not correct, then most of the things will be wrong because bank balance is connected with the creditor. These are connected with the debtor also. It is connected with the cash also. So what I would like to prefer, if you go for a audit, you must understand you have to first of all check the balances of cash book or bank passbook. It should be tallied, right? But in other word, it is a process. You can say, in other word, we can say that it is a process that explains the difference between the balances showed in the passbook and the cash book. So, my dear sir, what you should focus on the words. Why BRS statement is prepared? Why do we need to prepare the bank statement BRS? I mean, bank reconciliation statement. If both the balances are same, there is no need to prepare the bank reconciliation statement. If there is difference between the bank balances and the cash book balances, so you need to prepare the BRS because it's not possible. If there is one or two transaction, there is no need to. You can calculate in a simple way in the paper. You can calculate there is a one or two entry difference. But in an organization, when you find 100 of pages bank reconciliation statement, how will you reconcile? So in such a case, you have to tick all those entry which are correct, and you have to remove those entry which are not correct. That's mean cash book and passbook entry should be tallies 100%. So this is the main thing that you have to prepare VRS. Okay. In other words, as I told you, in other words, it is a process that explains the difference between the balances showing in the organization statement. Passbook is a statement which is prepared by the bank in the name of customer's name or company name. Or cash book is a statement which is itself prepared by the company or the individual or the customer. It is a statement prepared by the bank customer on the account holder. As I told you, passbook is a statement which is prepared by the bank on your behalf, right? So what is passbook? First of all, let's understand the meaning of passbook. Passbook is a copy of customer's account. In simple language, if you see, all of us knows that bank statement is a, whether it is a statement form or in the passbook form. Nowadays most of the things comes in the automatically the email, but the transaction should be same, or you will not find any difference whether it is the passbook or statement. There should not be any difference. Most of the things now, now today, in the digital environment, today all we are in the digital environment, so we do not move to the physical form. You just take the see the mobile emails open and see, you can see the transaction like that. But in an organization it is important to get the printout and put it in the file that these are the transactions happen during the period. We have to prepare the statement for a particular period. As I told you, passbook, there is transaction is prepared by the bank on your behalf. Let's understand the format of bank column passbook. Passbook we are going to understand. Okay, this is the format of the passbook. If you find, in the passbook you will find, or you can say, statement of accounts of person. You can say name of company or person. You can say it is mentioned there, State Bank of India, so and so, account number you will find IFSC code. But most of the thing, this is the format of the passbook. Date, you will find a date, particular, check number, withdrawal, deposits, and balance or debit or credit. Now what we write here, date means on what date, what transaction is happen on what date. Let's say we are depositing a cash. Let's say today is 14th of March 2022. Let's put the date here. And if you want to cash deposit, just write it the cash. There is no need to write it cash, it should be blank. Withdrawal, we are not withdrawing, we are depositing. That's mean you have to mention the entry here, so balance will be here. Let's say we are depositing 1 lakh, so balance will be 1 lakh. On the second day, that's 15th of March 2022, we are paying a check, that means to Ramesh, so and so 6 digits, and withdrawn, let's say 10,000. So this amount will be debited, and here will you find 90,000 balance. It is automatically you will add the balances and less the balances. I mean transaction amount. So at a particular date you will find the balances. Okay. So what is a cash book? So my dear sir, debit side of the cash book, it shows that what amount is received by the bank, received by the individual in our account. Individual, whether it is we are in a company. Let's take an example, we are in a company, and we have a cash column. Nowadays there is no manually work, all work is being done through the digital environment or the software through. But still, that there is no difference whether you are preparing the manually or whether you are preparing with the digitally or through software. It means there is a column of cash book. All the transaction of the cash book or bank book is prepared in the that software. Okay. All the transaction which is received by the bank, that is debited in the debit column of the cash book. Keep remember, deb cash balances or bank balances is always in debit side until it is an overdraft. In the next video, we will also understand the meaning of overdraft. Overdraft means you have withdrawn the excess amount because there was no money. You know, it is a facility given by the bank to the customer to withdraw more than the cash. Let's say you have a limit of 5 crore, so that you can, there is no money in the bank, but still you can withdraw 5 crore rupees. So there are so much difference here, and I mean difference. There is so much broad procedure that how we can withdraw more than the limit, right? So in simply, you must understand whatever we are receiving, you have to keep in debit. Whatever you are paying, you have to make the payment on the credit side. So if you see in actual real picture of the cash book, it always show the debit balance. That's mean you have the you have this much amount. Okay, you must understand the carry forward and brought down. Carry forward is the balances which is brought, I mean carry forward to the next period. Brought down mean the on the same period it is brought down to the next side. If you are a commerce student, definitely you should understand what is carry forward and brought down. Okay. Here, see the format of cash book or bank column. Okay, cash book that's mean company name or bank name, date. It is a amount. Let's say you are receiving an amount of 5,000. Let's say it is the 40th of March. Just like 40th of March, that's mean you are receiving from Rahul amount 5,000. You must write it here 5,000. And if you are paying, that means for 40th of March, you must write it here by Dinesh. That's mean 2,000 rupees. So balance is 2,000 rupees, right? That's mean if you are paying 3,000, your balance is 2,000. So this is the format of the cash book balance or bank column. Okay, so let's go to the next. Now question arise, why there is so much difference comes in the books of accounts in the company or the bank statement. I think you must understand why difference this come. Why we need to prepare the statement of preparing of the BRS. So, my dear sir, it is important to prepare the BRS because there is so many reason. There is so many reason on the basis of we prepare the BRS. So let's understand what is the why difference comes in the both books. There are two main reasons. First reason is timing difference. The second is difference due to error. Error is understand, but what is timing? So mainly there are two reasons. So that is for those reasons we are able to find the differences. First is a timing difference. Let's say we are today is 40th of March 2022 and we are preparing BRS Oz and today. Let's say till today there is a 2500 entries in both the books. But as there is no tally in the so far, there is no tally. I mean the balances are not tally on that today. In such a case, you need to prepare BRS as on 40th of March 2022. Why? You, there are some entry which are recorded in the passbook, that's mean bank statement. There are some entry which are not recorded in the cash book. So that means there is no cross 100% entries are cross checked with each other. So there is that's mean there is difference. So second is due to error. There is certain entry which are made by the bank. There are some entry which are made by the passbook or the company accountant. So these are the four major reasons. Due to that, our bank statement or the cash statement does not match with each other. So it arises the differences. I hope the point is clear. So my dear sir, foundation course is foundation examination is coming very near to you in the May 2022. So you have to focus on the subject of this accounting and this chapter number 3. It's really very important, which belongs to this bank reconciliation statement, and altogether it's also related with the 11th class accounting book. If you have if you have joined as a commerce student in 11th class, so then it is very important to understand what is bank reconciliation, and definitely it will help you to get the good marks. Accounting is a books which help you to get good marks. Okay, so let's understand the list of differences. Due to that, some differences arises. Point to be noted, due to differences arise. Why this? What are the list? Due to that, our balance does not with each other. So point number one, check issued but not presented for payment. It means in the company books it has been issued and my balances had reduced. Let's say my balance was 1000 rupees and I have issued a check of rupees 1 I mean 10 rupees. So that's mean in my books there is balance is 990. So if you see the bank statement, because the check has not been presented yet, because the time limit of the check is 3 months now. So that means the receiver of the checks can present in the bank at any time during the 3 months. So it means the bank showing is 1000 and our book showing is 990. So you see the differences has arises. So it means the second point comes is check check deposit with the bank but not cleared. The second case comes, we have deposited a check. We received a check from our customer and we deposited in the bank. So it means our balances has increased. It has increased from 1 lakh to 2 lakhs. But bank does not receive the balances of rupees because it takes 2 or 3 days. So in such a case, this will also create a problem for the balances. Third one, interest allowed by the bank. It means bank has received the interest. Bank has received the interest on your balances, but you are not aware of it. So bank has put an entry of your interest in your bank balances has increased, but your balance is still same, right? I hope the point is clear. The fourth point is interest and expenses charged by the bank. This next point says that any balances which has been debited by the bank, but it is not in our knowledge so far, because bank do not ask you that we are going to debit your account. No, he will not ask you. Directly he will put the debit entry and he reduce the balance. Whatever they will charge, they will debit the interest and will reduce your balance. But you do not have to any knowledge about it. So it means bank your balance has reduced in the bank account, but it did not reduce in your books. So once you receive the payment, then you will come to know that your entry has debited by the bank. So you need to pass an entry according to that, right? The next point comes is interest and dividend collected by the bank. There are certain entry which has received by the direct from the company. That means company has received a dividend from a you have bought some share and company has issued a dividend and it has been credited to the bank account, but you are not aware of it because it's directly in your bank because you have given your bank account to the share the company. So directly they will send your dividend to the bank. So you are not aware of that. Mean bank has increased your balances, but you are not aware of it, right? Direct payment by the bank. There are certain payment which are directly payment by the bank, but you are not aware of. That's mean at one single time you have signed a form that whatever your mobile will be received, it will be debited from your account. That's mean bank will automatically debit the balances of your mobile bill every month, but you are not aware of how much is that. So automatically they will reduce the balance, but you are not aware of it. The next point comes is direct payment into bank. Okay, I have sold 5,000 goods to Akash, and I have given the numbers to him previous year. So what he did, he deposited 5,000 directly in my account, but he did not tell me that I have deposited. So in such a case, bank has increased your balances, but you are not aware of it because your customer did not tell you that I have deposited 5,000 in your account. So in such a case, your balance will increase the bank account, but it will not be reflect until you come to know that you have received a 5,000 from Mr. Akash. So I hope point is clear. If you have any doubt, my dear sir, you have to leave comments in section and definitely I would love to reply. So as soon as, and next come to the point, the dishonor of a check. It means you have deposited a check in bank. Okay, oh sorry, if you have deposited a check in your bank, that's mean you have increased your balance. That's mean you have deposited in your books also, you have put an entry of receive with you have received a check. Okay, but in the bank account it has dishonor. I hope you understand the meaning of dishonor, because whatever the people whatever the person who have given you check, there is no balance in his account, so bank is unable to get the money from his account because from your customer. In such a case, you have increased your balance, but what but bank did not collect the money from your customer because there was no balance in his account. In such a case, your bank balance will be remain same, but you have already increased. That means your balance is more compared to the bank account. But the second point is bill collected by the bank on behalf of the customer. Any bills collected by the bank on your customer behalf, this means bank has increased the balances, but you are not aware of. So my dear sir, this is the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any doubt, please leave a comment. I would love to reply. And you have to focus on your study, because if you have clear all your doubts, then please let me know. If you are able to learn anything, if you really want to any video from my side, I will give my best to put on those videos. So thank you so much, and have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this video, and my next video is going to come about all these detailed sections, right? I mean, it will be about overdraft, and I will give you the practical example how your bank statement will be. I mean, BLS will be created, how it will be generated, and you will be clear your exam of 11th class. So it's a basic, and you have to put full your efforts, and definitely you have to put more efforts because you have